Tonight, Eric enters Last Chance Kitchen. After pitching a concept that intrigued the judges, he failed at his execution.
As soon as I tasted the duck, I didn't care what the concept was.
I fell on my face.
He is ready to battle his way back and redeem himself.
I'm ready to scrap. I'm ready to get back into this competition.
But Nini is prepared to beat another friend.
I've sharpened my knives. I'm ready.
This is Last Chance Kitchen, presented by BMW.
This entire journey has been a huge sacrifice, not only for myself, but my wife and my daughter. So I'm ready to scrap. I'm ready to get back into this competition and take home $250,000 as well.
Eric, Nini,
Hi, Chef.
How's it going?
welcome to Last Chance Kitchen.
Thank you.
Today is a Top Chef Kentucky showdown.
Okay.
You're the only two chefs competing from season 16.
Right.
And we find you both here at Last Chance Kitchen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only familiar faces right now in Last Chance Kitchen, but you have no choice but to bite.
If she's cooking the way she cooked last week, she's gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah. I've known Nini for some time now, and she can outcook literally anybody in the competition, but I still want to beat her.
Eric, you pitched a restaurant concept. Great concept. The dishes just didn't really tell that story.
That first course was just too salty.
I didn't leave room for adjustments throughout the cook. I mean, it showed.
That first bite I took of the duck ended up being duck and peppercorns, and that just burned my palate. I couldn't even taste the shrimp dish after that.
I'm completely disappointed in myself.
You just didn't execute.
Yeah.
I know you have this concept, but how have you dealt with working with other chefs and other visions?
It's a process, but it can be an enjoyable one.
Nini, have you executed somebody else's vision in restaurants?
Yes.
And tell me about that. Do you like that, or is
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
it's easier?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be like, you're gonna make this.
That's great.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm not just...
That's
like
great, because
it.
I know you have a vision, but this challenge is going to be about my vision. I have a few restaurants, but I still have a few concepts left in me. So for your challenge, I'm going to pitch you a concept, and you will deliver the plates.
Sounds fun.
We will not be collaborating on this, though. So my concept is coastal Italian seafood. I don't think either one of you have experience in Italian cooking, right? Okay. Well, just wing it the best you can.
Yeah. This coastal seafood Italian concept is a curveball for sure. This one's gonna be a tough one.
I want you to be able to tell my story, which is now going to be your story, through that dish.
Okay.
You both cook seafood.
Of course.
Okay. Well, there you go. You have 30 minutes, and your time starts now.
My Italian cooking is extremely basic. I know ciao. I'm just gonna channel all the flavors that I know that are in Italian cooking and apply it to this dish. Getting heavy. I could do that. I really love sea bream. Growing up, I've always eaten fish whole. We would just salt it and fry it on both sides. Eric, do you cook Italian food often?
Not often, but I love to eat it.
Me too. Think we're on the same boat.
Yeah.
I fillet the fish almost all the way through. I keep it attached at the spine. You just get the gelatinous from the bones that keeps the fish really juicy. And it's kind of something I made up. Nini's whole fried fillets. Eric, what are you making?
I grabbed some clams, some mussels, and black cod.
My thought is to make a super flavorful seafood boil, and I intend to impart the flavors that I know that are really familiar with the region and try to do that in 30 minutes and make it as good as possible.
So with the mussels, so I'm planning to juice a little bit of fennel, some tomato. I want to reduce that down, create a nice little base for everything I'm cooking. Trying to just hit all the Italian flavors that I can, to be honest. 30 minutes isn't that much time. So for this dish, I'm taking the juicer to help me pick up on time and really extract as much of that flavor that I'm trying to get into this broth. Something that's nice and bright, but still screams that coastal Italian seafood. What are you working on?
So I love bagna cauda.
Okay.
And that is very seafood and Italian. So I'm gonna make an aioli with that to go with my delicata squash. Bagna cauda is a salty, kind of fatty dipping condiment that you would use for crudité. I love those flavors, so I choose to make it in the aioli and make it a little bit more creamy to kind of tighten the dish.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chef, how are you?
What are you making?
So I just went straight to coastal Italian flavors.
Uh-huh.
Fennel came to mind, rhubarb came to mind.
Rhubarb.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of tomato as well.
How does rhubarb come to mind when you think about Italian coastal flavors?
You know what? Because I think of fennel, and I thought about what complements that. So I thought fennel was really well. Obviously, tomato, anchovies is something that I think
So
of.
where's the fennel and where's the anchovy?
So I juiced all of that. I juiced fennel.
juiced it?
Yeah. I'm gonna melt it with some butter.
Okay.
A little bit of mascarpone. That's gonna be my little base for the broth. I'm gonna add some clams. I have some black cod that I'm gonna sear up tonight as well.
So you're making a fish stew?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Interesting that using butter, not olive oil. Okay.
Actually, I'm looking for heavy cream, but we don't have some.
Cream. Okay.
Yeah, not sounding coastal or
Well,
Italian.
I just don't think of cream when I think of coastal Italian.
No?
No,
Okay.
not cream, no.
So maybe it's good that I'm not actually, I
But
don't
it's
have
okay.
cream right now.
If that's what you're thinking, that's fine. Hey, Nini,
Hi, Chef.
what you got there?
I'm searing a whole fish, but I'm
Okay.
gonna fillet it right before plating.
Oh, so you're searing it and then filleting it.
I filleted it almost all the way through, and I
Oh.
just like the gelatinous you get from the whole fish.
Of course, yeah. I like that. It's a good idea. So you actually filleted it kind of to the bone and then you're cooking it on the
That was
bone.
a little bit more than the other side, but yes.
Okay.
I just keep the spine
I
on.
like it. I like it. Yeah.
It's just
Where have you
at
seen that
home,
before?
Nowhere.
Nowhere,
It's
that's
just
your
something
thing.
I kind of made up.
I like it. I'm just trying to understand how is this coastal Italian?
I am making, I have a bagna cotta aioli.
Bagna cotta on its own is a dip for vegetables. So
Yeah.
why do you feel you have to make an aioli out of that?
Because I wanted it to be more saucy, more viscous than like a broken sauce.
Got it.
And I think it'll complement. I wanted to echo seafood, like
Okay.
yeah.
Tom comes around and kind of makes me second guess, like, should I do this? I know this is probably like sacrilegious, but I don't know that much about Italian coastal cuisine, so.
I'm taking clams, mussels, I'm steaming them, and I'm doing a nice, just basic, simple pan sear with black cod. The wool you can't pull over Tom's eyes is the technicality of the cookery. Tom has a restaurant called Craft for a reason. Things need to be tight, and obviously these taste good, so I'm hoping it can pull me through.
2 minutes, chefs, 2 minutes.
I am not burning anything so far, so we're good.
"30 seconds, chefs, 30 seconds.
Perfect.
3, 2, 1, time is up, chefs. Okay, Eric.
Hey, Chef.
What do we have?
So when I heard coastal Italian, I wanted to make a savory broth, pair it with some fish, a little bit of clams, mussels. I did a toast with a little bit of anchovy paste, some butter.
Where's all the acid coming from? It's really, really high in acid. Just the rhubarb?
No, probably just tomato itself.
All right, cool, thanks.
Thank you, Chef.
Hey, Nini.
Hi, Chef.
So what do we have?
So I have a seared fish with delicata squash, bagna cotta aioli, and salsa verde. This is probably the most Italian dish I've ever made, and I know it's not even classic.
You know, again, it's interpretation. And heat from the Calabrian chilies? Thank you. I like the fact that both of you don't have a ton of experience with Italian cooking, but you went to sort of pretty iconic sort of ideas of coastal Italian food. Eric, you started with a seafood stew. I actually like the fact that you juiced the fennel and the tomato. I thought it was a pretty good way to get those flavors in there. I didn't mean to say that acid was a bad thing. I actually liked it. I was trying to figure out where it was coming from, though.
Yeah.
The seafood was really nicely cooked. Nini, I love the technique with the fish. Again, roasted fish is something you'd find in the coast. I like the salsa verde. Bagna cotta is actually a dish that originated in Piemonte. But for two chefs that don't have experience at all in Italian cooking, I think you captured the spirit in these dishes. But my favorite dish, the one dish that I think did it for me, Nini's.
Thank you, Chef. I'm Italian now.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, the fish was perfectly cooked. I love that technique. I will steal that. That's awesome. The dish actually tasted very Italian. The spice was there, but it wasn't overpowering. Really nicely done.
Thank you, Chef.
Wow.
I'm so happy you liked my dish. And I'm feeling like I could be like Nona Nini right now.
Eric, thanks a lot.
Chef, always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
see you soon. Yeah.
Having the goal to be top chef was definitely, what I had in mind coming into this competition. But ultimately, I'm nothing but blessed and honored to be a part of this.
How you feel?
Scared, but good. I'm like, it's a long road.
It is, but this is something I think you'll need for that journey. There's your chef coat back for now. You get to wear it in the Top Chef kitchen since you are the king of the kitchen, or the queen of the kitchen, I should say. Awesome stuff. See you next week.
Thank you, Chef.
Move over, Nini Leaks. There's a new Nini on Bravo.